So I forgot I was trying to record this video. Um, and then something came up, and then I came over here to sit down and watch some TV and was like, oh, here's my camera. So you could say I have some brain fog. Um, I always feel like I have brain fog, so I'm just gonna see how long I can milk this for work and shit. Um, but long story short, I am positive right now for COVID. Um, right now, it's my toast is ready, so I'm gonna bring you my toast. But yeah, I'm on day 5 right now of symptoms, or when I tested it positive. So I've been through a lot of symptoms by this point. Um, I think I have Omicron based on the symptoms. It is so rampant right now in the Bay Area. I'm not surprised I got it at all. According to my dad, he thinks after the egg freezing, clearly my immune system was working nonstop to recover so much of that because, like, my hormones. I mean, this time last week, I was I was better this time last week. It was like when I was finally starting to get a little bit more normal feeling and I was like able to take a walk, right? And I had about 2, 3 great days of feeling mostly normal. Still really bloated, still occasionally a twinge of pain in my puncture site, but I was feeling physically okay again. I went to one exercise class. It was pretty chill one. And then Friday, I started getting symptoms. So I don't know where my symptoms are from, where I got COVID. Obviously, it's very likely I got it from the Belle and Sebastian concert that I was raving about. And what can you do? I was very tired that day and run down. I'm sure I was like really susceptible, and even if I wore a mask the whole time, not many people were at this indoor venue. With the screaming and the singing, like, there's no way. So it could have been that. But based on the fact that, but then there's like, Omicron doesn't have a very long incubation period, and that was a good full week before I started feeling it. So it could have been a cafe I went to a couple days before I started feeling symptoms. Could have been that. I was there for an hour with my friend who definitely didn't have COVID, but like maybe someone else did in there. We were sitting right next to a huge window facing outside. No idea. Grocery store? Maybe. Who knows? I mean, it's too late to know. I know my body was going through a lot last week. Here we are. It was tough the first couple days. I knew it was COVID pretty much as soon as I woke up feeling the way I did because it felt very similar to how I felt after my vaccination and my booster. Very distinctive type of like headache, sinus congestion. I'm not one to ever get really headaches or sore throat stuff. I'm all about the sinuses because of my pre-existing kind of like sinus problems. But this was like so different. I didn't feel honestly as bad as I did back in March when I was sick for a full month, because that was extremely intense symptoms with nonstop, no letting up, like the coughing and the runny nose. And I was just felt so raw, and like the coughing ended up ruining, my whole body. Just racking with coughing all night, not being able to sleep, hurting, all like pulling my muscles from all the coughing. My ribs hurt, my hip hurt, like everything. That was the worst cold I've ever had, and it just kept changing. But it wasn't COVID. I took a test. It said it was COVID. Oh, I took several tests that were COVID negative. Yeah, so no, that wasn't COVID. But like, just immediately, I was like, okay, I finally have it. I almost am just relieved. So I've been looking at the symptoms and all that. It's been honestly not that bad to me. Like, COVID has not been so awful. Luckily, knock on wood, because I don't have a lot of coughing or sore throat that really drive people crazy. I've been able to sleep through the night almost every night except yesterday, one day before yesterday, because of congestion. But as long as I don't have congestion or any kind of crazy pain, obviously sleep is fine. So I've been sleeping. So yeah, it's been just an interesting mishmash of like headache, body ache, fever, a little bit of cough, congestion, runny nose in the earlier days. I'm fine now. I'm still very positive on my home test, but no fever. You can see how I am right now. I'm just like this. But tired, run down. I lost my sense of taste yesterday. That's why I'm eating plain toast. And it doesn't really matter what I'm eating. Makes food pretty hard, actually, to plan and eat. I don't really have that much at home anymore, but it doesn't really matter what I eat. Good texture. So right now, I'm working a little bit, but work has been really on my nerves. I'm really, really excited to I don't know. I was really inspired to leave my job and do some different things. So I ever since the egg freezing and the COVID and all that, been super just uninspired. I have not been thinking about it. I can't focus on anything right now. So right now, not worry about it. But everyone is being difficult. Work is difficult. People are leaving. It's not a good time. It's not a good time to be anywhere, really. I was just thinking, I languished a lot more this year than I have in the last couple years. I've been really lucky in the last couple years. I need to put something on this. But all the same, I've languished this year a little bit, mostly because of my physical journeys, but also my just COVID, just thinking about what's changed with COVID and what's changed with the world, and more like larger global economic things. I think this year has also affected people when they're already kind of at their wits' end. So I'm definitely speaking to the choir, but with not a lot of joy I'm trying to find out here. I think that's why I mean, we all have to find our joy somewhere. And I still know like where I can find my joy, and I still have a lot of things that bring me joy. So those things are amazing. Food and coffee, unfortunately, no longer bring me joy, but still, I miss coffee so much. Like, I have some right now. I let myself have a little bit today because I didn't want to do caffeine right now with like how tired I am and how sick I am, but I can't taste it. I miss coffee. I just want my little things because right now I don't have anything and I cannot see anyone. I got this cookbook. It is a combo, like a packaged unit. I don't know what I'm saying. By Ottolenghi, because I always wanted to have that book plenty. Because I really love how veggie focused it is. I love Mediterranean flavors, but I don't know how to. I've never really made Mediterranean food, and so I thought this was perfect. Obviously, he's extremely famous. Like hard to find used books at the store, so I ordered it online, used. Unfortunately, it didn't come with plenty. It came with plenty more, which I love. I'm really excited. I'm really excited by these recipes. And it came with simple, which I bookmarked some, but you can see I thought this would be the one. This would be like what I really wanted to use, but it's actually not that simple. The recipes in here feel like they are way more involved than the recipes in Plenty more, so I don't really understand. But they're both gorgeous. They both have huge, huge photography of every recipe, as far as I can tell, which is so nice. Because there are definitely times when I see a picture and I'm like, oh, I need to make that, even though the recipe sounds lame. So, that is my current simple pleasure. I mean, I'm not making any of this food because I can't taste it, and I can't go to the store. I don't want to, and I don't want to shop, but I know the desire will strike me again one day, because I was getting really excited about the prospect of being able to cook great food. So I just wanted to send that update. Oh, I've also been dealing with the potential of mercury poisoning in my home because, of course, when it rains, it pours. First day I was extremely, extremely sick, in bed with a fever. I broke my mercury thermometer. Why do I have a mercury thermometer? My parents love mercury thermometers. They think they're really accurate. They've used them since they were children from the old world. I don't know if they got them from China or what, but we have a ton. I've never broken one, but I've always known that you're not supposed to. I accidentally broke one against the wall of my bedroom. I was so tired and sick, I didn't care. I went back to sleep because I couldn't. I picked up the pieces and went back to sleep. However, we ended up having to deal with it. Couldn't find the mercury at all. Spent a long time trying. Ended up ventilating the whole room. It's still being ventilated, but that meant that I had to sleep out here on the sofa for a couple nights until I was like, okay, I just need my bed now. So that happens slowly. If you do get mercury poisoning, I'm hoping we ventilated enough or it just like sank into the rug and just like is covered now and won't vaporize. But if it is still there and causing harm, I may not know until a year from now, when I show signs of mercury poisoning. So I don't think it's gonna get to that, but it's just more things to deal with. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna update you on. I'm sure things will get better soon. Sometimes just have a long period of blah times in life. So, stay well, healthy. I'll talk to you again next time. Bye.